I got a sub to Annie? Get Chris to a stream. Be very hard. I was going feral one night. Here. I was like trying not to go to bed. And I played Yoshi's Island. This game is like literally my best example of sorry, I'm reading the chat. A game that aged well. Because I was just talking about how one of my baby games was Yoshi's Island DS, and I didn't actually play it a ton, but it came out in like 2006, and it's not a remake. It's like a follow-up that's like supposed to be really similar. I can't believe how similar. Exactly. They didn't feel any need to change up the art style, and the gameplay feels exactly the same. Like, did it come out late in the Super Nintendo's lifespan? Because like it just, oh my god, it just feels so like mature and nuanced for a Super Nintendo game compared to the other stuff I played. Like, it's just like every Yoshi's game has been like completely fine with replicating the look and the feel of that. Like, that's still what we want pixel art to look like. I went crazy about how good it was for its time. I know. That's exactly what I'm realizing right now. Yeah, I'm really getting my history taught to me by this. But yeah, I'm so happy that it's here and that I also own Yoshi's Island DS because I've never played it, even though I tried to as a kid. And yeah, it just looks the same. Like, it still just looks wonderful. So I'm at a funny point. Have any of you played this? I basically have unlocked the Dark World, but I can't go very far in the Dark World until I get like the hammer with like the smile on it. Oh shit, destroyed you. So I've got these, which I haven't totally scoured the world with, my lifting gloves, but I also have the Dark World mirror. And I think it's what I need to move on, but my trouble is that I'm really stuck on one of the dungeons for getting the Master Sword. I need what I thought was going to be the Necklace of Wisdom, but it's actually the Necklace of Power. It's blue. You're gonna come back? Please, yeah. I also haven't used his ice rod. So I have an ice rod, a mirror, and my lifting gloves that I haven't totally scoured the world with, but I'm stumped halfway through the dungeon where I got the lifting gloves. Oh, okay. I can't believe this, but it was like... Instead of the sages, oh, that's funny. Oh my god, that's really cool you think that about the Switch. I have been saying like in my head, like this is like such a golden age, even though every Nintendo age is a golden age of some kind. Like this does seem like right when Nintendo is starting to like get serious. Oh. I wonder if it was a bootleg. I once bought a bootleg copy of Dragon Quest V online from like Bangladesh. It was before I knew about the internet, basically. And you couldn't leave. The way they made it was they programmed a copy of like the first room, but you couldn't leave the first room. Like no matter how many times you talked to the crew members, you wouldn't like move on plot-wise. Like the boat you're on would never land. And like it was so frustrating. So yeah, I'm at a bit of a pause, even though I've had really good momentum with this. Yeah, it was really fun reading the history. Because I didn't know about the Super Nintendo, the 64, or the original Nintendo. It was mind-blowing the night that I found out that, what? Okay. The night that I found out the Famicom was the Nintendo and the Super Nintendo, and the fact that like Dragon Quest had such a relationship with it, because during the time of the Super Nintendo, it seems, everybody was just sending video games to them, but they completely became like a Nintendo first party only thing with the 64 because they were like, no, we're not getting on with the discs, we're staying with cartridges. And that's when Dragon Quest stopped being with them. And a ton of people just dropped them. And that's when they made Smash. And that's when they made all their 3D games. And that's when they became like Nintendo Pride. Like they got dropped by all the people who were making their video games. And all of a sudden they're like, we're just gonna have to do quality shit. And that's when Nintendo happened. They're like, we have Smash, we have Mario 64, we have Ocarina of Time, we have Pokemon on our Game Boys. Like, they're like, we don't need third party anymore. And that's when Nintendo became Nintendo. Because Sony got scorned by them and ended up making the PlayStation. And then for a while, that's where Dragon Quest was. But now it's back. But it's hilarious to see how just like everybody made games for these two consoles before the 64. Yeah. Gosh. Yeah, but no, it has been a lot of work to make sure I know what I'm doing. I'm just gonna go to the dungeon that I'm on and see if I can figure it out. Yeah, a super console would definitely be interesting. I don't think I know enough about the game industry to say, like, where things are going. It doesn't seem like they're going that way, but it's definitely Nintendo versus the world, and it always has been. Because in my lifetime, Nintendo's always been like its own thing. That's funny. Sony's also killing like Spider-Man, but nobody here cares much for Spider-Man. 5 viewers, holy shit, we lost them all. Yeah, I know I did. Yeah, this game, the flowers on the ground and the hearts on the ground go really, really far for me as far as like setting the mood. It's such a pretty little world. I've got more fairies than I can use right now. It's usually not the way it is. I'm usually always scrapping for health. Yeah. Yeah, I doubt he's still here, but I have a new follower who's like, Steve Dragon Quest. He like tried to talk in the chat and I was like, I'm not streaming for you right now, Steve Dragon Quest. Since I'm like so new to this, like I'm very, very like trying to curate a specific audience of people that I'd like to be making stuff for. So I'm like not really feeling bad about like disengaging from people who try to interact, who like definitely won't be interesting down the road. So yeah, I've got like half this dungeon done. Once I do it, I can get the Master Sword, but I don't know, like I really got stuck on it. Yeah, okay, I've heard just enough from you. But also from you, I feel like I've learned the power of having bodyguards. Just like having a stream that your friends always come to, and like while I'm starting, just like starting to get friends who like new friends, or like new regulars who I like, who kind of like, you know, populate the chat and make it less inviting for whoever. I guess I should have set the thing you mentioned, and then like I wouldn't have been able to be like, oh, can I talk to you about Dragon Quest? That would be a lot nicer. But yeah, I totally think it's about starting strong, like starting with friends and people you like. But now that I've seen a few people follow me who are like, I am a girl, I like idols, I like Dragalia Lost, I'm like, fandom could be great. I could have, it could be fun having a following of the New England Dragon Quests. Yeah, no, you sent that to me, at least it was beautiful. Yeah, I will need mods. These guys are funky, I never quite figured out how to fight them. Oh, there's so many, that's why it's weird. So yeah, hopefully somebody sees something that makes sense to them. These guys, I thought I was figuring out a way to fight them. Does not seem like I have a way to fight them. Yeah, they're rough. Yeah. Oh, the weird bio to your friends list? What happened? I saw there were just way, way, way too many people in the All Stars stream. I was uncomfortable, like seeing the number 19 with the amount of people following you. I want to give that fairy right back. Okay, that's a really big help. So I've got my bow. I was really hoping somebody would say something along those lines. Ooh, didn't exactly work. Oh, there we go. I didn't even realize. Oh, it's funny because they've given me so many hints to get this ice rod, but I don't think the ice rod is it. Yeah, I haven't used it, but I went out of my way to go get it. Yeah, watch how the bow works in this game. It's so strong. I guess I could try bombs. Yeah, anything that gets hit by it's just decimated. So down here is where I'm stuck. The arrows are a lot easier to come by than I expected. Right, so I don't know what to do in here. It's surprisingly not the lamps. The bomb one. Oh, what just happened? Oh, there are two explosions. Yeah, it's not taking it. Shit. Yeah, this is really tricking me. Let's try the other room again. But yeah, it's funny, I got the thing that lets you lift up rocks in here, but it didn't end up being useful in here, but it did let me go up to where I got the other unlockable, the Dark World Mirror and the, well, one of the collectibles, the, like, power gem. Or wisdom. It was red, but it was wisdom. This is not the way downstairs. Oh right, I have to go outside for that. Oh, can I lift the Vivos? Oh, this isn't going well. Well, that didn't go great. Oh, funny. Oh, was he like, LOL, I'm so random. Eating BBs. Ha ha ha. Yeah, I think I've said this before, but now that I'm like in class with like hardcore weebs in Japanese, I just have so little fear of blocking people. Like, people are so different online. Weebs are so gross. But yeah, it's amazing just to see how powerless they are IRL. There's like, there's a ton of kids die. Why don't you like my sword? There's like three or four kids in my Japanese discussion class who are not the cool ones that I hang out with. They're just like these dudes like sit in the back of class and don't do anything and like wear their gamer shirts. And there was one day where the sensei accidentally misgendered a trans girl in my class while she was in the bathroom. I heard someone like laugh, like, oh, I can't believe that happened. And I'm like, oh, you are the people. You're literally the people who are online like spreading hate and shit. Just like carrying around the ideas of like dehumanization and it's like dumbass humor. And you're too afraid to talk in class. Like you can barely walk confidently. Like you're such a broken human. There's thousands of kids like that. There's so just broken men right now who are just like getting all of their excitement online and it's becoming so shitty. It's really not my job to have anything to do with you. But I think the fact that a significant part of the people who enjoy my favorite stuff are just these gross ass broken dudes with no confidence, just hating shit and being weird. It's just like, okay, that's what I was afraid of my whole life. Yeah, it's not even like I don't even need to kill them, like well, could you look up what to do? I haven't had to look up what to do yet. But I think there's still lots of like world I can just explore. But no, yeah, it's not necessarily like I'm like, oh, they're the worst people ever. It's more just like a weird pity. I'm just like, oh, it's like you're the people with the hentai icons who I'm supposed to be like so afraid of offending every time I post something about Maki Nishikino being a lesbian. Like you're actually the people who are trying to ruin my favorite ass thing. And I've lived how long? Like thinking you have an actual place in this world? You're just idiots. Like obviously that's what everybody thinks, but it's experiencing them IRL. I'm like, you're the people who made the Lucina hentai that ruined my confidence in like ever loving anything ever again? Cool. Like, I didn't realize it was such a joke. I'll just continue to be powerful. Just not something you want near your food. That is so good. But that's also my mood, just like be as radical as I want to be while I'm a small creator and scare away all the people who like are just trying to follow another gaming channel until I have a big enough group of people that are just like in agreement with this vibe, or just a big enough group of gays and girls basically that I'm like actually fine entertaining them. I think this is like, I want to say this is beneath the castle. You know what? I'm gonna go back to the castle. I think there's something I can do down there now that I have bombs. Okay, enjoy stew. Love you all. Yeah, this game is funny for me because it is scratching the itch that Luigi's Mansion used to scratch. As a kid, I played Luigi's Mansion a ton because I loved just like I might have already ranted about this, or maybe I just ranted about it to Elise. But it was just like you're exploring the same like small preset world again and again and again. And like you go into the mansion, you go upstairs, and then the first world's really small. You just like, I mean, first you gotta get taught like what the hell's going on, given your vacuum to fight ghosts with. But then you're just like, you clear out the first few like sub bosses and do their puzzles. And while you're doing that, it's like a big bedroom hallway. So you go into the hallway, you fight ghosts in the hallway, and then each room will have a little sub-boss to fight. And once you accomplish that, this is new, I'll save that. The lights turn on in that room. And then once you beat the area boss, all the hallways where the ghosts used to spawn, and the dark is where the ghosts spawned, are now light. Oh, my uncle's dead over here. Oh, he's decomposed. But, oh, that was a big hint that I just saw, wasn't it? That thing from the outside is telling me to go down here. But basically, it's like you do that, and now you're in a new part of the world. But you can still go back to the old part of the world, just the mansion. It's this one big house with like 3 floors and a roof. Well, 3 floors and a basement and a roof. And it's so awesome. Like, there's always like the big scary door you have to pass every single time. And you're like, oh my god, someday I could go in that door. And then one day you do, and all of a sudden that's the next world. And there's this new hallway, and it's dark, and you're like, wow, there's so many rooms in here. And you do them. And it's just that formula. And the way you keep like doubling back on your progress and being like, these hearts are amazing. These hearts are like what made me realize I trust this game. But this game's similar, where you're constantly doubling back to the same place, and you're unlocking new areas, and then you're kind of just like cruising over the places that you used to go to. Because now you're better than them. Then you get a new thing, lets you go somewhere else, and that just really like I loved playing that game because I loved just like being good at it and like getting it all done really efficiently. I would like speed run it in like an hour and a half. That was like my thing. Damn it! I didn't realize I have tried this. I can't go down there. This gets you to the dungeon down there, and I know there's places where you can use your bombs, but I can't go down there anymore. Ben, hi! I just ranted about Luigi's Mansion. I gotta read back on you guys. Like all my community inside 2 Yeah. You're really onto it. You're realizing that all the worlds are the same with Dragon Quest 2. Every game is influenced by Dragon Quest 2. Yeah, that is a really like, yeah, it's an incredible power it stands. Needless to say, Yuzuquest will be no home for like hate. Lift that rock. Look at that guy. Oh, you're pretty scary. Yeah, boomerangs have no business being this good in this game. There's no reason they have to freeze people. Go. This is new. Oh my god. Are these craters? Or no, they're big. What that's like? Eastern Palace. There's more buildings? This reminds me of like a battlefield in Breath of the Wild. But that's because the depth perception is funny. But yeah, this is a lot like Luigi's Mansion, where you're always like fighting the same stupid enemies, going the same stupid places. Oh shit, now I have been this way. Or have I? I don't know. Wait. Did I not get that? The red one? What happened? Holy shit, why don't I have that? I know I have that. Red. Yeah, no, yeah. That's like the reason I haven't done content creating before. Because I didn't have like the confidence to be like, block. And it's like, I think in order to get to like the bad places of stalkers and stuff, I think you have to an extent, just already have that growing. And I just don't see ever being able to cultivate an audience like big enough to like danger me, if that makes sense. Because once it gets big and nasty, like I'm gonna stop feeding it. Yes! I'm so glad. I have a reason. A magic shop, eh? The mushroom's gone. Oh jeez. Do I need to like upgrade my lifting gloves? I really didn't mean to do this. Oh shit, I thought you wanted to read that. Oh. And it inspired me to not be that. Yeah, it's shocking how easy it is to not be a jerk. Yeah. They kids have a lot of money. They'll bend you if they can. So, I need to be able to lift dark stones. Mech leader. I don't think we're at the point of anything good yet. Oh. Thank you. Now that you've given me that, I'm usually fine. I've been fine on magic. I'm rich. Yeah, that's how good stories are written. You need antagonists. Oh jeez, yeah. I'd like to allege that this slime is the one bullying me. Yeah, this is the stumpest I've been, unfortunately, in this game. That's like what gave me a lot of confidence with it was being able to follow things from like step to step. And there's a few things I could follow up if I was smarter. Like there's a couple loose ends I know people have mentioned, but I don't really know how to follow them, so I'm kind of okay just wandering around. Yeah, the level monsters do serve a purpose. Frozen in the act. But yeah, this game has the huge benefit of being fun to play. I don't mind being stumped when it's satisfying. Oh my god, there's an arrow in the grass. There's a hole in the ground. Where am I? Oh, okay. Thank you. I love fairies. They're so cool. I have not noticed this about the trees. Where am I at? Oh, yeah, they got like nubby little legs, don't they? But look at these flowers. The flowers do so much for me. I like the color of the world. This place is... Ooh. Oh, I'm already kinda... Do I get more jars ever? I quite like jars. This reminds me of like a grave in a Pokemon game. Graveyard. They also look like they're pointing at the ground in front of them, so I'm gonna give them a bomb. This is surprisingly useful. But I should probably go up Death Mountain and like double check that I actually got the Gem of Wisdom. Because I 3000% did. Ooh, this is the chapel, question mark. This like would be where you could save if you could save. Yeah, the pendants. This is funky. This was where Zelda and I came out from the castle dungeon, but there's definitely no way I can talk Zelda into helping me move them again. So I can't go back. They look ready. Yeah, if I found a shovel, I would come back here. Yeah, Zelda is just there. I was waiting to be kidnapped inevitably. It makes me really anxious that she's not like somewhere safer, because I know at some point I'm just gonna like do something. It's gonna be like, oh no, we lost Zelda. Which makes me anxious. But yeah, those flowers in the ground and the hearts that are built into a lot of the houses and the tiles go a long way for establishing my trust. Keep dropping bombs. Bombs are not that easy to come by. Oh, fuck you guys. The one thing that I am impressed, I mean, you gotta give it like credit for being old and still playable, but the one really annoying old game thing is like, close combat swords sucks a lot. Like a lot of things are way better than they need to be, and I'm mostly exploiting them. But like when things are near you or like on you, you're just gonna die. It's obnoxious trying to swat them off you. You're arriving near Death Mountain, I like to think. Also, I weirdly feel like that right there was supposed to be where the entrance was, but it's not. I guess I haven't explored this place that much. I think we're in the forest now. Oh, it's these dudes. Oh, right. Wait! Maybe these trees are or something weird. I don't like their stove. Yeah. Hard containers out of your reach is a really good motivator, I've discovered. It's a little stressful in here. It is a little bit funny though. Since a lot of these games came before Pokemon, it's really funny seeing stuff and thinking like, oh, that inspired Pokemon. Like, I always kind of wondered, like, why is Mount Moon even called a mountain? But this is Death Mountain. This might be like one of the first Death Mountains, and it's just like a cave. So like, it's very anomalous to Mount Moon to me. It's got the darkness. It's just a cave system, but beyond being a mountain. But because like not like you never go up in Mount Moon. You just go in. You're just in the dark in Mount Moon. Well, Mount Moon is one of the most nostalgic gaming things for me. Oh, it was really my first RPG, wasn't it? Leaf Green was like my actual first Pokemon game. Pearl was when I really got into it, even though I was obviously super into it with Leaf Green. But Pearl was like my big home. Like that was the game I played for a long time. But yeah. Is Ganon's lair? I guess that makes sense. It's always had that kind of energy. It feels Death Mountain, you know? Like it should be a little scarier than it is. So here we are. This is one of my other haunts. And it is the base near where the dungeon I just did was. But I need to go back to that dungeon because apparently I didn't get the pendant, which might have been a weird saving thing. But if I have to fight the boss again, it's definitely fine. I'm trying to remember where the fairies are around here. Probably not here. Where am I doing? Where are they? I guess I don't quite need them, do I? Because I have my health potion. Oh, I am so excited to edit the Dragalia video. I really, because I don't have much going on this evening, if I don't run into any hiccups editing, it actually could be out tonight, and I'm really excited to post it. It is just torn of gacha. It is the most excitement I've ever seen in a gacha video. It was 15 solos, 10 full pulls, and so many things came like 5 stars with the rate up. Like some of my absolute favorite cards in the game came just like straight out. Like it was so much more than I could process, and my banter throughout it is just like, okay. Like I was just so in disbelief the whole time. Oh my god. I have to do the dungeon again. Something didn't save right. I guess that's something to do on the stream. Whatever. I was gonna be stumped again afterwards. You can see the dark world, which is a lot less exciting right now than I expected. What do I need? Where do I need to go? Do I have the big key? Hey. I had these guys down to a format last time, but now I'm dead. I haven't like I've only gotten to walk around like Dark Death Mountain, so I've only heard one music. Unless you like the music you just heard. Type if you like it. I probably can still do this. It's only been like a week? Week since I beat this. Bombs. Oh, that wasn't fun. Pray tell. Am I stuck? That's weird. I don't quite know how to unstuck myself. Oh, that's really good wisdom. Okay, I'm glad you know about the music then. Life medicine. There's a funny thing up here. You'll see. It's like an endless row of pots with hearts in them, but you only get it during the boss fight if you flip the switch the right way before you go up to the fight. You have to have like a lot of foresight. I really don't appreciate all the bumpers and all this. Yeah, it'll be up here, I think. Or next room, perhaps. I love that like peak combat is throwing pots. Like you can't get more effective than it. is. How funky. No. All right. I'll see you, Raul. It's been a good day. Enjoy Mexico. Oh no! I didn't want to die. Shit. Bye bye. Enjoy Mexico where I can't. Oh, I have my passport now, or knock on wood, I'll have it very soon. Die. Yeah, it's definitely sad to see them go. No! No surprises! Yes! It's over for you, fire dinosaur. I think those things are kind of cute, actually. What am I gonna do about my health? Ugh. Hey. Thank you. I figured you'd be the one to finally come in and critique it. No, yeah, I'm happy for the quality I have been able to get. But yeah, it's obviously not perfect. Yeah, I've been messing around with a lot of different things between... It fell through the floor. The built-in mic is what I'm using. Yes, this is what I was talking about. These are all hearts. And the bosses that are right there. Yeah, I've been finding once the normal mic cues in on what your voice is, it is able to do pretty good. And I've been surprised by how it sounds afterwards. Oh shit. That's... Oh, not that one. Oh, could be better though. I guess I just have to go. Yeah. I hope it's not really bad though. I think somebody would have said something if it was like worse than normal. Because this morning I noticed other microphones provide a lot of wind and wet sounds when I speak. Until they like figure out what they're doing usually. Okay, thank you. As long as it's good enough. Yeah, like I said, the fortune said November is microphone month. Ah, this is so much trickier than it was last time. Oh, so this is my last time I get to... This is the last time I get to choose. I've gotta go through the whole thing with them up or down. Oh, yeah, that is really what it is. I find, once it's headphone time... Oh, fuck! Once it's headphone time, you notice a lot more. Okay, round down. Oh. The good thing is I get to hear that do quite a lot when I have to do the thing same over and over again. The serotonin sound. It really is instant reward for action. The jars are funny too. Like they can handle so much and yet so little. But yeah, it's not unlikely that the next big donation drive is some kind of mic. The problem is it's going to be a lot of money. So I'm going to hit this from the top. This was really exciting the first time I did it. No, it's just danger. Yeah, that's really what it becomes. It can't really turn off the... It can't turn off the AC, and I can't turn off the AC. There is just always wind blowing into my room, just constantly. It's not as cold as you'd expect, but it's pretty cold. The AC, it's better than the alternative. It's a very nice storm. This guy was pretty easy last time. You know what? Actually, I think I have a suspend point. I stole your pearl. That's the real way you win boss fights, is remembering how saving works in emulators. So hey guys, that was all an old save. So, I didn't make any progress this stream. That's true. That is the real goal. It's like why I booted this up. Where is Fairy? Nice time. Unlocked. This right here got me so excited. I thought this was going to be the prettiest little region, but it's not my favorite region. I like how, I love just how okay the fairies are with being like tapped into. Like, is there any solid lore and like what becomes of the fairies after they heal you? Are they okay? Or are they consumed? I love the Breath of the Wild fairies. Those like little balls. So yeah, around here is Dark World. But I really don't think I can do anything in the Dark World, as exciting as it is. But yeah, like we were talking about earlier with like the first root music being really good, it's funny how this song plays throughout so much of the game. Like I wonder who influenced who as far as like, okay, the first thing you hear when you're out having your adventure has to be really, really good. Dark World. So the grass is flowers, and if you don't have the moon pearl, you lose your shape. And then you look like these guys. I like to go bunny. Unfortunately, I don't know what to do here. Oh, yeah, they just like use their magic. Definitely a darker world than the light one. There's a funny thing where right here there's like a broken bridge in the normal world. So I was like, oh my god, the parallel world will have the fixed bridge. The parallel world doesn't even have a bridge. So I haven't found a way to get out of Dark Death Mountain and into the rest of Dark Hyrule. I think I'm stuck here until I get a certain item. Yeah, I guess it is kind of like the dark, cool version of the adventure theme. Friend. Good blonde hair. Yeah, the funny thing is like the only really solid way I can find to save is to die. Like even if you go to one of your respawn places, they don't save. They're just like, hey, how are you? And then when you die, you show up there with all of your items intact. It's really uncanny to me. Yeah, it's a bit funny. It sounds like something you would march to war with. It definitely sounds militant. It has like a similar idea, like musically, I think, to the adventure theme, but it's a lot more serious. Yeah, if I jump off there, I can go somewhere, but it's just like a place to use an item I don't have. This gets really cool though. You get to bring a workplace with you, which one would think would be more useful than it is. I haven't found a way to escape still. Half nomad master sword. Yeah, this is pretty. This is what I was hoping. Hidden mountain and forest. This is exciting. Have I been here? Yes, I have. Understood. Ooh, I have an idea. I'm gonna drop myself. No, I'm not, am I? I can put myself anywhere I want in the normal world from the dark world. But I don't actually... I can't just go onto that bridge and then go dark world. I'm just mashing dark world, basically. I have like this little sparkle that lets me dark world, but I haven't found a use for it yet. You know what? I miss butters. I might just... I kind of want to grind a DQ track DQ2. Okay, so what if I use the mirror in the fairy realm? Where? Oh, I can't. They're not letting me. Yeah, you gotta find a sound you like and stick to it in this game. It is nice, isn't it? My favorite sound is the boomerang sound. A little tinking sound. It's really satisfying. It makes me want to use it a lot. Whoops. She's going. Oh no. It's all fun and games until you go and feral, cost you your fairy in a jar. Ugh, I'm just healed and I don't have my fairy. Yeah, it's such a good sound. Gosh, I can't focus anymore. So maybe I should cancel the stream. I think I've done enough. Because I guess I don't have infinite time. Just because I have time doesn't mean I have time to do everything I want to do before bedtime. So that might be where we call it. Okay, we'll just have to leave with her stew. Never know how this ended. It'd be a lot gentler than most error sounds. I'm just gonna get off the mountain. I'm definitely like as far as I can be on the mountain. Oh wait, can I? Well, why do you have people speaking in your computer? It's an easy way out of here. It's probably no easy way out of here. What's that? Is that how I got down here? Oh no, how do I get out that? Not that way. Interesting. Oh my gosh. That sounds much more pleasant than most computers to me. Gosh, I gotta be honest, I'm just gonna force Link to death so I can save and move myself. It's over for him. I don't think I can go on. Save and quit. I think that's it for today. That was A Link Between Worlds. Now it's gonna be going to dinner And the link is the microwave, because I already cooked dinner. This is very triumphant. Thank you all for being here. We had a really good average viewer count today, even though you're all afraid. What did you just send to me? Thank you. Thank you all. You two were the solid duo throughout the whole thing. Robbie was there quite a bit too. And Aki rolled over here for quite a while. That was a nice day. I hope you find something busy to do now that you're free, Ben. Thank you for visiting. And if any of you are like friends, didn't say anything, you're cowards. You should say something nice about the stream afterwards on Twitter, because I wanted to hear from you. But if you're a stranger, and you're a man, and you're straight, and you like video games, you don't have to say anything. What are you gonna do now? Play Animal Crossing? Play Zelda? Ooh, play Love Live. Ugh, I have to play Love Live. But I also really want to edit the video. And I also want to make cookies, and I also want to eat dinner. So I gotta go speed run all these nice things I can do. So I will see you guys. I do also enjoy making the VODs afterwards, so I will probably take a second over dinner to export them to YouTube. If not, they'll at least be in their folders afterwards. Sorry! There's so many opportunities I can do. But yes, I gotta go do them. So see you. Good night.